Hello, I'm Gareth.
And I'm Shane, and welcome to Building Business Resilience.
This is the podcast from Sanctuary Financial Planning, which helps growth business owners and social media influencers achieve financial independence.
We're two passionate financial planners on a mission to seek out new ideas, tips and tricks to help you take control of your finances and run better businesses.
We delve into the true goals and aspirations of our guests in order to provide you with some real value and positivity.
Nothing outrageous, clear, simple, solid financial solutions. We also have a YouTube series to accompany this, and details will be at the end of the show. So let's move on to our guest.
Back again. A strange thing. If we're talking about chats at the bar, Mr. Shears, you're looking very slim at the moment.
Thank you.
You're on a journey.
I am. For anyone listening, I guess probably just to give you a kind of short snippet of where I am. Anyone who knows me knows I like my food, which has its positives and negatives, I think. But I think I've struggled over the last few years with trying to kind of maintain my kind of weight, and it's just been going on, and I've been making excuses. So I thought it was time to shift some weight. So as we go on about, we think people should have a financial planning coach per se. I went to a specialist who specialises in nutrition, a friend of mine, Johnny Landels, and put the plan in place, which has actually been brilliant. I haven't stopped eating the things I like. I still eat those, but in moderation. And 28th of August I started, and we are now today the 14th of October, and I've gone from 248 pounds and a 232, and I'm on target for my 220 where I want to stop. I don't want to go any lower than that.
Superb. So what, a bit like, let's get rid of the finance for the moment. Tell us what you had a goal at the outset that you wanted to achieve, the 220, and you broke that down into, I suppose, micro actions of what you needed to do, be it eat healthier, eat less, and exercise, and you're reviewing that on a regular basis?
Yeah, exactly that. To be honest, exercise hasn't really formed a big part of it yet, because I'm very good of, excuse the term, being shit or bust. So I'll usually go all in and go, right, I need to lose weight, so I'm going to eat chicken, rice and broccoli, which you couldn't have anything more boring than that, or some sort of fad diet. And give it a week, and I failed. I've ended up having a cheeky Burger King on the way home or something. So this time, it has been by micro actions. It's been, let's get the calories dialed in, not worry too much about what the macro splits are. If anyone doesn't know what macros are, give it a Google. I'm not going to try and explain it. But just trying to get the calories right. And it's not rocket science. It's calories in, calories out. If you get your calories right and you're expending that energy throughout the day, even if you're not doing exercise, you will use a certain amount of calories up. And it's been micro actions for me, because it's been slow and steady for me, and I haven't yet had a moment where I think I'm going to go over to Greg's or and kind of have a load of food over there. But I can still go to Greg's. I've just got to be very wary of what I'm having when I'm there, and kind of just be kind of conscious. You know, I've used the MyFitnessPal app as well to help me kind of track what I'm doing, which I'm only going to do for a short period, just so I can get my head around what I should be eating, portion size, etc. But I'm not hungry. I feel a million times better, and it was a big thing for me, because, you know, I'm not getting any younger, as we know, 42 this year, actually in next month, and I got a young family, and I didn't want to be that fat dad in the play yard with the kids or at sports day, even though sports day is a little bit put on hold at the moment with COVID, but I didn't want to be that fat dad, so I need to get myself fit. So the next stage of my micro actions is I am now starting to phase fitness into it, and again, I've employed a professional. Like we keep saying, you know, you don't go to your dentist to have your hair cut to you, as James Haskell would say. So it's very the same with any kind of professional, really. You need to get someone who is a specialist in their field, and that's what I'm doing. So I've done the same with my exercise now. I've got someone helping me with that, and that's my next stage of where I need to get to.
What happens if, and I don't know if you're reviewing it, on a Monday morning and a Sunday night or something like that, what happens if the figures have not decreased or the figures have gone up over the course of a single week? Is that a major issue, or how do you look at it in the grand scheme of the overall long-term goal?
Yeah, I think at the very beginning it was a bit kind of strange with that, actually. So Johnny told me to kind of weigh kind of a few times a week and then average it, just because at different times, weigh at the same time of day, but you may be more dehydrated at some point, or you may be more hydrated, so you may be carrying a bit more fluid and so on and so forth. Because even when you're dehydrated, you can then retain fluid, which can cause weight. But I think at the beginning now it doesn't really bother me, because like some days I'll get on and I'll be like, wow, I put on 2 pounds, and then the next day or a couple of days I'll weigh and I've actually lost 3. So there's obviously some sort of slight discrepancy in my body at the time. But I try not to get too hung up on that. I can generally kind of know I'm losing weight because things are fitting better, I feel better, and you just kind of look better. Do you know what I mean? Kind of when you see, like, I was looking at some pictures of me and you when we were at events and stuff, and I got this, as if someone's ironed my shirt with a wok in it, because the belly protruding in the pictures was brilliant. And I thought I was sucking it in as well, but if I was sucking it in, that's worrying.
So basically, you had a plan, which was a set figure. You couldn't do it on your own, so you got the help of experts. They sat you down, they talked through what you wanted to do, what you liked, what you didn't like, and gathered all the information. They designed a plan with you, they set it out, they review it on a regular basis. They tell you not to worry about the short-term fluctuations in that, and you manage it, and you take micro steps or micro actions every now and again, and forget about all of the other noise that's going on to achieve your overall goal of hitting a certain amount of pounds in a certain period of time.
Yeah, exactly that. I have a weekly check-in with the coach, and I think just to put it a bit in perspective, I think one of the things I kind of said, and the reason why I picked Johnny to do this, was because he doesn't believe in the stick everyone on broccoli, rice and chicken diet, because you're going to break. He says you need to have your treats and the things you kind of like, because that's what causes you to kind of break. So that was one of the things for me. What I can't do is suddenly go to a hugely restricted diet, because I'm just going to fail and fall off the wagon. And this is the first time, I'd probably say ever, I've actually stuck to it, and it doesn't bother me. I am a little bit kind of rigid and strict with how I do it at the moment, with regards to this. I'm scanning barcodes left, right and centre, but for me it's just getting that mindset right, and it is the micro actions. I haven't gone full tilted it like I normally would. I'm doing it in stages, and it's working. I feel better, my clothes are fitting better, and you can see the physical results of it. And don't get me wrong, it's not going to work for everyone. I do have I think a kind of mindset to kind of stick to something like that, which I probably didn't have so much in the past. But I think with the way things are being building with work and running businesses, I know that I've got to kind of put things in place. And at the end of the day, the focus is my family. I've got 2 young kids, 5-year-old and nearly 11-month-old children, and I'm not a young dad, so I need to do these things because I need to be around for a long time.
It seems that all the stuff that you talked about, even how we've basically condensed it down into a few points, you could almost transfer into the world of finance. You're doing exactly what we want to do in the financial world in terms of your own health, and fitness. All credit to you. It seems to be working. You are very diligent in terms of eating, managing it all, and those figures will be hit very, very soon. And a new goal, I suppose, will have to be realigned to you. So well done. Keep it up going, and to anyone else out there, just look at them, because take credit that you can do things if you put your mind to it, not just in the world of eating, health, fitness, mental, financial, goal-based, whatever you want to do, and keep going.
Yeah, no, thank you. I think, just for kind of read it, I think the big thing is that you can't always do everything on your own. Sometimes you need to be held accountable. Like we have that in our business. We hold each other accountable for what we do, and I think that's like in anything. There's reasons why these top professionals, top sports people, top business people have coaches. It's all about accountability.